All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Shavkat Rahkmonov fires back at Colby Covington. Covington's posted a clip ripping into Shavkat yesterday.
Someone just showed me Rubenstein's tweet for that big dummy shit rat. Listen up, Junior. Translate this to whatever caveman dialect you need to and get it through that big empty skull attached to that Gumby-ass body. I don't posture and I don't bluff. As soon as I get off this beautiful 5-star Trump golf course located in the heart of MAGA country, West Palm Beach, Florida, I'm calling Hunter and Dana, and we can all see who's posturing for clicks, bozo.
Now, Shavkat's responded, writing, "Let's go, I'm ready. Your talking will not help you in the octagon." Followed up with, "All I hear are empty callouts, no real intention, no action, just posturing for the media and fans." At Kamar Usman, at Colby Covington. Chris Weidman reveals the massive number of surgeries he's had during his career. Weidman returns to the octagon for UFC 309 this Saturday against Eric Anders in an intriguing middleweight bout. Speaking to RJ Clifford on MMA Today, just a few days ahead of the event, Weidman revealed that he's been through 30 surgeries now.
Can you even name, like if I asked you to list all of your surgeries, could you even do it all?
I could name a bunch of them, but I'm gonna miss some. I did 12 knee surgeries now, 4 leg surgeries from the when I broke my leg. I've had 3 elbow surgeries. I've had 3 hand surgeries. I've had 2 neck surgeries. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries, eye surgery, nose surgery. I don't know what number we're at, but probably kind of close. And I don't know what else, but yeah, I've done the math with my wife, so that's how I know I'm at 30.
Michael Bisping shares his take on the Jones vs. Miocic matchup. It's been almost 4 years now since Miocic's last fight, which ended in a rough knockout loss delivered by the fists of Francis Ngannou. Many believe that the long break is going to play a big factor in this fight. However, Michael Bisping believes otherwise. Speaking on his BYM podcast, Bisping explained why people who dismiss Miocic's chances may be in for a shock come Saturday night.
There's a lot of talk as well about, Stipe being old. Of course, he's 42, okay? He's a heavyweight, though. Look at Evander Holyfield. Look at what some of these older fighters have been able to do. And he's had 3.5 years off. But the 3.5 years away, I believe, will be a blessing for Stipe. He's had time away, mentally and physically to rest, to recover. Listen, the last image that everybody had of Stipe was getting knocked out against Francis Ngannou. Right? And a lot of people that are new to the sport don't realize who Stipe Miocic is. Mm-hmm. He's big, he's strong, he's got tremendous wrestling. If John thinks he's just going to go in there and out-wrestle him the way that he did Cyril Gahn, I think he's in for an absolute shock. We haven't seen, and to your point, we haven't seen John really in a fight at heavyweight. The 30, 20 pounds, whatever it is, it will take its toll. It will have an effect. It will slow him down. He doesn't hit as hard as Stipe. He's going to struggle to take him down. John's longer, but not much. 84 inches to 80 inches, which is 4 inches. But when that's wingspan, tip to tip.
It doesn't really matter, though.
I mean, John is fast, he's tricky, he's good, he's got unique entries and all the rest of it. He's crafty, he comes with a good game plan. We know all of this. I still can't really see a world. And yeah, we've seen him training with the likes of Gordon Ryan and some of the best wrestlers as well. And that's fantastic. But still, when it comes down to it, I just can't see a world where Jon Jones goes out there and he's bossing Stipe around the octagon easily, like he did against Cyril Gahn. I just can't see that.
Jon Jones is willing to vacate the UFC heavyweight title. The drama between Jones and Tom Aspinall continues. During a recent interview with Aaron Bronstetter of TSN, Jones went into the topic of Aspinall as the interim champ, also saying he's cool with vacating the heavyweight title after UFC 309 to fight Alex Pereira for a BMF title.
Well, the interim championship shouldn't have been there in the first place. The only reason why there was an interim championship fight was because I got hurt and they needed to keep the importance of that Madison Square Garden event. But Sergey and Aspinall shouldn't have been fighting for an interim title in the first place. They should have just been a replacement fight, just a main event. I think making it an interim fight was premature. And now you have a bunch of confused people, When you have a dominant champion that's been around as long as I have, there was no reason to put an interim championship. That's the repercussion of Madison Square Garden last year.
So would you care if a title was on the line against Alex Pereira? You'd be happy with it being a feature fight?
It'd be cool to fight over the heavyweight championship, but I would also willingly give up the heavyweight championship. I walked away from the light heavyweight championship, and I'd love to walk away from this one as well, on top, on his own terms, good head and shoulder, making lots of money. I love the position that I'm in right now. Fighting Pereira for the Banff belt, that'd be cool. We both have 2 belts in 2 weight classes. The night we fought, we'd be both fighting for our 3rd belt, which would be the Banff. How cool would that be? You heard it here first. I haven't had this conversation with any other reporter.
People in the comments criticize Jones, writing things like, he doesn't deserve a BMF belt, he is a duck. Sorry, John, in order to qualify for the BMF belt, you must be willing to fight anyone, anytime, anywhere, even if they're bigger, stronger, better than you. Knock everyone out in the first round and have a British accent? Real BMFs don't care. Bro's willing to ditch his undisputed championship belt to Doc Aspinall, laughing my ass off. Jon Jones, I'm all for challenging myself, but only if the challenge involves strikers who can't defend a takedown. Why did he even go up to heavyweight if he wants to fight a light heavyweight rather than the #1 contender? Jon Jones keeps breaking records. He might become the first undisputed UFC champ to vacate his belt just to avoid fighting the interim champ of his division, Tom. So he can instead fight a champion in a lower weight class, Alex. He's taken the art of ducking to a new level. He called himself a dominant champion when he has 1 fight in the division. The last fighter who dropped the strap because they were terrified to fight someone was Jermaine Durandamy. Tom Aspinall is John's Chris Cyborg. Brendan Schaub defends Jon Jones amidst recent drama. Speaking on the most recent episode of the Thick Boy podcast, Schaub stood up for Jones, saying he's not ducking Aspinall and that he's definitely not scared to fight him. Brendan said that he believes Jones wants the biggest possible fight for the most amount of money and that unfortunately for Aspinall, he's just not that guy right now.
Figure it out. Jon is playing the game. Jon's playing the game. I'm not worried about Tom. I'll fight Alex. That built this narrative. It's the Real Housewives of the UFC. It's a soap fucking opera. That's all it is. It's not on Jon to help Tom get more famous in the space. Tom needs Jon. Jon doesn't need anybody. He can do whatever he wants. He's earned that right. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Brendan also believes that people are seriously underestimating Stipe Miocic and that this fight is not going to be a walk in the park for Jones.
I do not think this is a fight where Jon walks through him. I think that's so inconsiderate. I think that's so just disrespectful of Stipe. I think Stipe's been training his balls off, man. I think it's going to be a much tougher fight than you think. And I think it's going to push the narrative of, man, Jon's lost a step, and that just builds the momentum for whatever he does next. Whether he retires, whether he fights Alex, whether he fights Tom, this just builds it. Stipe's not going to be a walk in the park. I can guarantee you that.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by MMA Fan.
Max, how do you handle the exponential scaling of entangled states in high-dimensional Hilbert spaces? It seems like any minor perturbation causes immediate decoherence.
That's a good question. Have you tried dynamically adaptive error correction? Although with so many off-diagonal elements, I'm not sure if it's enough to stabilize phase coherence. Wait, what's your take on that, Mr. Diaz?
Adaptive correction does help, but I've found non-Markovian noise is still a major issue. Do you think there's any way to counteract that without significant fidelity loss?
Yeah, it's tough. I wonder if there's potential in exploring alternative noise modeling to better account for multidimensional entanglement impacts.
Bro, what are you talking?
Second place was posted by Robert. And the top pick was posted by No Not the Bees. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.